lied to Mr. Rowan, you lied to your daughter, and you sat up in this court and lied to me. Do you know whose name is on there?
Yes, Your Honor.
You know who signed it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this the other man that you would get mad and tell your daughter she looked like?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you've known all these years, for 29 years, that this other man's name was on her birth certificate?
Yes, I did.
Wow. 29 years. And she knew that this guy wasn't the father of her daughter. Crazy.
So when Mr. Rowan left, the other man came up to the
Yes,
hospital
Your Honor.
and then signed the birth certificate.
Yes, Your Honor.
Why did he sign the birth certificate? He believed he was the father?
Yes, he did.
And Mr. Rowan's been taking care of Sherelle.
Yes, Your Honor.
Come on, let the truth
Yes,
come out
yes,
now.
Your
We
Honor.
here now. We here. At the time he signed the birth certificate, did you really have a question as to whether or not Mr. Rowan was the father or this other man, or did you know this other man was the father?
I knew the other man was the father. I just didn't want it to be.
Were there any other possibilities?
No, Your Honor.
That's what they all say.
Mr. Rowan, you are not the father.
No. No.
You are not the father. I'm so sorry.
He been in my
Well, that's on paper. Like I said, ain't nothing gonna change. Come here, baby. Come here. Come over here. It's all good, and you going home too. We gonna be a family.
Yeah,
True
yeah.
self.
Wow. Stuff like that right there, you see in today's society, man, still in 2025, you know what I'm saying? It just turned a new year, 2025, but you still see stuff like that right there, that women will have a guy sign a birth certificate and the guy believe he's the father. In some states, and I don't know how many states it is, but some states, even if you sign a birth certificate, even though might not be the child father, if you sign that birth certificate, you can still be on child support. You're responsible for child support. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy and it's wild, man. You know, like why women do this, I don't know. And you can tell that this guy, he's a good guy. You know what I'm saying? He's an older gentleman. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's a good guy, and he known the child for what, 29 years. So he's basically, that's his only I don't know if his only child, but that's the child that he knew, grew up around, and endured and loved for 29 years. So even after he found out he's not the father, it was a small sigh of relief that, yeah, she's not mine. I had a feeling, you know what I'm saying, that the kids wasn't mine, but in all, you know what I'm saying, in my heart, in my mind, she's my daughter. You know, I raised her 29 years. I raised her as my own. So like you say, just on paper that she's not mine, but in my heart, in her heart, in her mother heart, you know, this is my daughter, you know, and I applaud him for that. I really do applaud the guy for that. But then again, I'm like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? I have to really, I don't want to say blame him a little bit, but it's like, out of 29 years, you never try to get a DNA test and see that, okay, you know what? There's some doubt in that. You know what I'm saying? There's some doubt in my mind. And just from knowing from that first instance that, you know what, she might not be mine. So let me go ahead and take this DNA test and see, you know, but 29 years later, you find out she's not yours, man. Yeah, I can tell it can kind of hurt a little bit, but then again, it's like he known her for 29 years. So it's like, hey, she's my kid, you know. And you hear the mother right there. She's she don't seem too upset. You know, she don't seem hurt about it. None of that. You know, she has a little grin on her face, like, yeah, I know who my daughter father was. You know, I know from all along, 29 years, I know this guy right here that raised her for 29 years, that he's not the father. But hey, the other guy didn't want to step up. You stepped up. Keyword, stepped up. You know, and you got a lot of good guys like that right there, be tricked in their mind, man, fooled by love and fooled by what the woman may say, just because he loved this woman, you know, so he gonna take care of the kid because, hey, sometimes that's how good guys do, man. You know, and like I said, I applaud these good guys, but sometimes it's like, you know what, you got to take that good guy cape off and become a real man and be like, you know what, this not my kid. You know, I can love her, but I can love her from a distance. You know, you lied to me. You know, that's not my kid, so I can love her from a distance. You know, you don't. It's sad. It really is sad that even in 2025 that this still goes on in society, man. Like it's crazy. It's crazy, man. And the mother, she won't face any repercussion for this. Come on, man. Like, this guy wasn't a father. Why don't you just tell this guy from the day one? Day one, when you realize, yo, you're not the father, so you don't have to sign his birth certificate. You don't have to raise my daughter. You don't even have to be with me no more, because I understand that I may have cheated on you or whatever, or messed with this other guy, so you're not the father. Now, if she was straight up and told him that from the get go before he even signed that birth certificate, then I can understand, like, okay, boom. Now you already knew that it's not your kid, and you chose to raise him, this daughter. You know what I'm saying? So then I can really understand that. If she told him that, then I can respect that. But she knew all this from all along, man. She knew this. And it's nothing wrong with stepdads, man. Nothing wrong with that. I had a stepdad in my life, man. He was real cool. That's my younger brother dad. He was real cool. Growing up, when I first met him and stuff like that, I wasn't really a fan of him. I'm young. You know what I'm saying? Who's this guy coming in my mom's life? You know what I'm saying? He's not my daddy. And one thing I can say, man, is that throughout my life, I never said like, you're not my dad. You know what I'm saying? I never said that. And I never even call him daddy. You know what I'm saying? I never call him dad. I never call him dad. I always call him by his name, but in my heart, in his heart, he was basically my father, because that was the only guy that I know that helped raise me and my brother. We came in my mom's life when I was about maybe 10 years old, so I applaud stepdads out there. You know what I'm saying? He had other kids too. I met his kids. They were pretty cool, but he knew I wasn't his, but he still stayed around, date my mom and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Had a good relationship with my mom, but it broke up when I was about turned 25, so he been around for a long time. Him and my mom had differences and stuff like that. I have no control of that, but we kind of still stay in touch, but I can understand being a stepdad is, what I'm saying, it can be a little shaky at first, but I got warmed up to him, you know what I'm saying, over the years. He became a real cool guy. In actuality, man, he was my dad. Like, even though I didn't never call him a dad, he was basically my dad, So I applaud stepdads out there in the world, man. I really do. But women like this right here, man, is crazy. It's sad. And I don't know why they continue to do this. When they see a good guy, they do good guys dirty, man. Like, it really do. Like, you know what I mean? It really do. But that's all I got for now. Y'all tell me what y'all think about the whole situation, yo. I hope y'all have a good day, man. Continue to like my videos. I'm going to continue to put out more as much as I can. But that's all I got for now, man. So don't forget to like and subscribe.